as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Check 52.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, it's Newton. Screen play, McKinnon. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Chris Jones, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
It's just me and you.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean.
And the pressure gets to him again. Robert Quinn in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Cordero Patterson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point up and through. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for Kelce there, but it's intercepted. Picked picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check 9, check 9. Watch any weapon. 20.
Newton. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, his 11th touchdown of the year as the Bears push further out in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute in this game?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
From the 50, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
20. Undercrunch.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
We got this.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. To try again after the sack, Mahomes. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
This is taken at about the 14.
That's it, buddy. You got to work. That's it. Bring it in. You must be doing. What is it?
They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
They try again with Cohen. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Right there.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he finds Jimmy Graham. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
A gain of 17 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton, the screen pass here to Cohen. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Yeah, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cohen. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Newton on 3rd down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at about the 28. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They go play action here on first down. And he completes it to Cohen. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Watch the ship. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Yellow. Switch gears.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Finding some room at midfield. They complete it to Hill. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer. The extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Here's Newton. And able to find Graham, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Watch the run. Hey! Hatch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is. So this one in the win column for the Chicago.